Hey guys, I want to come to you really quick, and I wanted to do a video to show you how I hide my grid lines in my closure so I can have a more natural looking closure, as you can see here, and you don't see all the grid lines and things like that. So if you want to see how I hide the grid line, or if you want to call the lace holes in the lace closure, basically if you want to see how I hide or fill in the holes so it can look for more of a more realistic scalp, stay tuned. Alright guys, so the first thing you're going to need, of course, is your lace closure. Then the next thing you're going to need is a brush, and this is the brush that we're going to use to apply the product with. The very next thing you want is some growth protection solution, and this is what we're going to use to basically close in the grid lines. I got this from the beauty supply store for $2 or $3.99. And the last thing you're going to need is some foundation. Today I'm using Maybelline Fit Me, and this is in 340. This is a very new color, and it matches my skin perfectly. In this tutorial, I'm just going to show you how I'm going to basically fill in all the holes on this lace closure so it can look like a more natural scalp. This lace closure comes from Glamour House of Hair. This is the Blowout closure, and this is my Trebella wig that I got made. I also want to point out that I learned this from watching a Miss Bossy video. So yeah, I saw that she did this before, and so I decided to try it, and it worked. The very first thing you want to do is go ahead and get your foundation, and you want to go over the entire closure with the foundation, similar to what I'm doing now. Now that I've allowed that to dry, I'm going to get my growth solution, and I'm going to mix that up with my foundation, and we're going to then apply that over the closure now. You want to be careful to try to fill in all the holes, but at the same time you don't want to put too much of the product. You want to use a very, very light hand and basically just cover the holes. And I'm not going to put a lot along the edges of the lace because I want that to have a more gradient effect as it grows into my scalp. So we just want to go in and cover it with the solution. Then after I cover it with the solution, I'm going to allow that to sit, and I'm going to allow that to dry. Now that that is dry, I'm going to go over the closure one more time with the foundation to fill in all the holes that may have been missed. So basically we're just doing the same exact step 2 times. You want to lay the foundation and then lay the growth solution, wait for it to dry, lay the foundation, wait for it to dry, and then lastly we'll lay the growth solution and wait for it to dry. Alright, so here's our last step. We're just going to lay a little bit more of the growth solution. Now I did mix the growth solution with the foundation to just get a more thick and opaque layer. But again, you don't want to put too much or it will bleed through the closure. And remember, we're just trying to fill in all the holes that we may have missed on the first go round. After you fill out all the holes, you allow it to completely dry, and here are the results. All right guys, so now it is fully dry and here's the final results, and as you can see, it looks just like scalp. Look at that. Scalp. All right, the foundation ran a little bit, but of course that'll wash off in with water. Ran through a little bit, but as you can see, it looks just like scalp. Now I don't have to use any cloth anymore. And now of course eventually it will it will wash off because it is water based and it is made to be washed off. The growth protection solution, it is made to be able to, when you wet it, so eventually it will run off, but I think it'll last at least 2 or 3 washes. And so I'm just going to show you the outside end. You see how that looks? You can't see any holes there. They're all covered. You feel it? Alright guys, so that's pretty much it, the end of the video. If you have any questions about this, then definitely let me know. Again, this is just a quick way to conceal the grid lines in the closure. Of course, you could do it a lot neater than I did, but this is just to give you, a surefire way on how you can do it. And of course, you need to use a foundation that's your color. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Bye.